I get it. Ding, 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 ding. Was that somebody else's? You got headphones there, dude? All right, good morning, folks. Those of you out Zoom land out, not in the room with me, if you have not yet turned in your young writer's multiple choice, you need to do so. That is due today. Or actually it was due yesterday, so it should have been done on Monday, ready for Tuesday. I hope some of you, everyone I asked in the room, and I did not ask everybody, but no one I have asked so far has went and played in the snow yesterday. What's wrong with you people? I played in the snow yesterday.
I played in the snow yesterday. I went sledding.
Get out there and play in the snow, man. What's up with that? What happened? What fell over? Your snowman fell over?
Yeah, it doesn't help when you hit it with the
No,
snowboard.
probably not. All right, so let me see who's out here in Zoom land. Haley is zooming. Georgia's on her way in. Caleb is here. Caden Swiss, is that this Caden in front of me right here?
Yes.
What's with the Swiss? You want cheese? What? Hakeem is here. Skylar's in the room. Devin is here. And George already have. All right, guys. So listen, just public service announcement in an attempt to get people to do their work. Or please stop humming. To do their work, what I'm going to start to do, at least once a week, I'm going to start sending emails out to your parents and you to remind you of what work you might owe. So for instance, if you know, what's today? Wednesday. So probably Thursday or Friday during the week, I will send an email out of all the work that you missed for that week as a reminder, because there's too many kids not doing their work still. Okay, so I'm going to start to do that. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to switch gears. I thought we could all use a break from cars. Yes? Okay, so we're going to do some grammar work, which is not the most exciting thing on the planet. However, we do kind of need to know it because I have noticed. Why can't I move the screen? It's driving me crazy. All right, hold on. Let's go back there. Okay. So I've noticed that many of you do not have a good handle on sentences and that they need capital letters and they need some sort of punctuation and what consists of a sentence. So we're going to start off today with just ending punctuation, and we're going to do a little lesson together. And then I'm going to give you a worksheet, and then we're going to move on to commas. And there's all kinds of reasons for using commas. So we're going to take a few days to do commas. And then we'll do something, hopefully that will help your own writing. When you go to proofread things, you will know how to fix things better. Because I have a feeling like when I say you need to proofread, you don't know what you're proofreading for. So, you know, this is something that we're going to do. So just watch my screen for now. You will notice that I've got, you know, the daily bulletin. And I think most people that are present have already turned in your young writer work. I think there's one person in the room that was still working on it. Zoom the lesson, attend to the grammar lesson on ending punctuation, and complete your worksheet. Yes, yes. Okay, so we have a new, if we go to classwork, we have a new topic over here called grammar. Okay. And there are 2 posts. Okay. Do you see the first one says end punctuation, third quarter, that one, look, 2 people turned it in and we haven't even done the lesson yet. That drives me crazy. Okay, this one is for a grade. It is due tomorrow. I'll get to that in a little bit. This second one, where it says daily oral language, it's called DOL and it's days 1 through 5. This document you are not going to turn in, okay? We are going to be working on this daily. This is where our lessons come from, okay? So you're gonna have to keep going back and being able to access this document. So what I need you to do right now is I need you to open up your copy of the document, and Mrs. Jost needs to go and make herself a copy of it because she forgot to do that, because I forget all the 35 steps I have to do every day. Here comes Maddie. Okay, so you guys are opening up your copy. Mrs. Jost is going to find hers, hopefully quickly. Why can't I find this thing? Quiz. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I know why. Because it's in the DOL thingy. That's why. I was looking in the wrong spot. There we go. That's not what I want to do. Go back. I'm sorry. I should have made myself a copy previously and I did not. So I will do that now. So in the meantime, just take a look at that document while Mrs. Jost is, trying to figure out her life over here. Rename this. I'll just call it period 1. Now I can open mine. All right, now I think we're working. Okay, so Maddie, I see that you came in late. If you did not turn in your young writer's work, I think you did, but I can't recall. Please make sure you do that. It was due yesterday. And we're taking a break from the cars work and we're going to be doing some grammar work. I believe this is an old copy that is on my screen, but on your screen, it actually gives you some information about the types of sentences that we have. Okay, and it says there are 3 major kinds of sentences. One is a declarative sentence. Sentences are making a statement, perhaps to provide information. A period is the proper ending punctuation. So declarative, you are declaring something. When you make a statement, you declare it. Ta-da, okay? A second kind is interrogative. Everybody say interrogative. There you go. Sentences are asking a question. Thank you. Okay, a question mark is a proper ending punctuation for an interrogative sentence. A good way to remember that is if you watch, crime shows or movies, they interrogate the witnesses, right? Interrogate, interrogative, that's where it comes from. Okay, question mark, ask questions. And then third, you have an exclamatory sentences that express emotion or excitement. An exclamatory point is the proper ending punctuation for an exclamatory sentence. And you will find an exclamatory point if you hold down the shift key and hit the 1 key on your keyboard. That's where the exclamation mark is, if you did not know that. Okay, all right, so if we look at day number 1, and we are just going to be working on day number 1 today. Okay, so just this. So do you guys have your screen split? Okay. And the way this normally works in a normal classroom, I would have this projected on the screen and I would have give you guys a few minutes to do these. And then I would call somebody up to the board to do the sentence. But I can't do that now. So we'll do the best we can. So the way this works is if we look at number 1, okay, it says, Mrs. Smith took the girls to the park. So there's several things that you need to be looking at in this sentence. Okay, the first thing I want everybody to look at every time on a DOL, a daily oral language sentence activity or a grammar activity, is check to see if the darn sentence begins with a capital letter. It does not. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the M on Mrs.
Mine was capitalized. Mine was capitalized.
Oh, dang. Because I have 45 versions of this. Hang on, yours was already capitalized?
That one.
Okay, so mine is not. All right. So mine didn't. So we'll look at mine. So we're going to change this to M and we'll highlight it. So whenever you make a change or a correction, you would highlight it. Okay. So, okay, there we go. And then of course I would need an a period after Mrs. because it is an abbreviation. So I would do that. And then I would also need to capitalize Mrs. Smith. Do you guys have ending punctuation on yours? Oh, good. Oh, okay. So then the next question is that you should look at all the time is there ending punctuation? And if not, put the correct punctuation there, right? So Mrs. Smith took the girls to the park. Is that a declarative, an interrogative, or an exclamatory sentence? Zion, which one? Sure. So what kind of punctuation you need? A period. So you're going to pick a highlighter color of your choice, and then you're just going to add the period. Of course, that didn't work for me. I don't know why, but make sure it's highlighted. Why? So that you can see it standing out that you fixed it. Capiche? Okay. So basically yours should look, see if I change it on your screen on this one, it's going to change everybody's. All right. So number 2, it says you need to take this note to Ms. Cooper, right? So what's the first thing I want everybody to look at?
That's a capital letter.
Capital letter. Does this sentence begin with a capital letter?
Yes.
On your screen it does. Okay, not on mine. Okay, so let's just look at your screen. Okay, and then if you look at the ending punctuation, do you need to put any ending punctuation there? Okay, so Skylar, is this sentence, you need to take this note to Ms. Cooper, is that declarative? Is it interrogative, or is it an exclamation? Say again, honey. It's asking a question? Well, is it asking a question, yes or no? No, so then it can't be interrogative because that's what interrogative means. So is it like a big exclamation? Is it showing excitement? No, so it's not going to be an exclamatory one. So it's going to be a declarative. So what kind of punctuation do you need at the end? A period. So I'm going to go back to mine and make my changes there. I'm going to have to fix this. All right. So you're going to need a period. Okay. Now on your copy, there's one other thing we need to do to this sentence, and it has to do with punctuation and abbreviations. Paige?
You have to put a period after Mrs.
Well, it doesn't say Mrs., it says Ms.
or Miss. Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's an abbreviation. So right here, you're going to put a period. Okay, so when you get all done, you should put a period here. Okay? Easy peasy. It's amazing how many kids don't do this when they write. Okay, very good. Number 3, did anyone walk the dog this afternoon? First thing I want you to check is what, Haley?
If there's a capital in the first part,
Okay, so does it begin with a capital letter? And this one does, so we're good there. And then what kind of sentence is this, Caleb? Caleb out in Zoom land. Caleb, turn your mic on.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay. Did anyone walk the dog this afternoon? Is it making a statement? Is it asking a question? Or is it like a big exclamation?
Asking a question.
Okay, so what kind of punctuation do you need?
A question mark.
A question mark. And so that makes it what kind of sentence there, Caleb? when you use a question mark, when you interrogate somebody, like I'm doing to you right now. Hello?
I kind of forgot.
Well, look up at the top. That's why you have notes up there. Is it declarative? Is it interrogative? Or is it exclamatory? You look beautiful, Bella. Stop playing with your hair.
Interrogative or whatever.
Interrogative. Say it. Interrogative. Okay. So you guys need to put a question mark at the end of sentence number 3 and highlight it.
It won't let me when I do the control V, because when I do the control and hit the question mark, it keeps like showing up this weird thing. Like
You have to hit
You're not
shift.
hitting, you don't want to hit control. You want to hit shift, honey.
oh, oops.
Easy mistake. I know. Sometimes when you hit the wrong key and all that like computer mumbo jumbo comes up, it's like, what the heck did just happen? All right. So let me show you what your assignment is. It's really easy. Okay. Today's assignment, I think, should be really easy, and it's for a grade. So if we go back to classroom and we go to the end punctuation, quarter 3, you're going to have to open these documents with Cami so that you can write on them. Okay. Okay, so basically you need to read the directions up at the top. Like I remember I've already given this very similar assignment on vocabulary way back when. And I remember Bella was having a really hard time doing something that was a little more complicated than this. And she said to me, Mrs. Jost, I don't know what they're asking me to do. So I said to her, well, did you read the directions and the information that came before the questions? And she said, not really. Right? That's why they're there, to give you information. Sometimes the directions give you information you need to be able to do the activity, right? This one's really easy, but it just says the ending punctuation you choose to put on the sentence depends on the type of sentence that it is. There are 3 major kinds of sentences. We just went over this. Declarative sentences are making a statement, perhaps to provide information. A period is the proper ending punctuation for the declarative sentence. Number 2, interrogative, like interrogating somebody, right? Sentences are asking a question. A question mark is the proper ending punctuation for the interrogative sentences. And 3, exclamatory sentences express emotion or excitement. Exclamation point. An exclamation point is the proper ending for the punctuating an exclamatory sentence. So here's your job. Decide whether the sentence is making a statement, asking a question, or expressing an emotion. Add the proper punctuation to the end. And there are 14 of these. Okay, so you have to read the sentence, and I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to ask you to do double duty here. I'm going to ask you not only to put the type of the correct punctuation, I'm going to ask you to label it with a D, an I, or a C to tell me what kind of sentence it is. Okay, now there's a couple of ways to write on here. You can use the drawing tool. I think for this one, it's pretty easy to put a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark, right? And then write, what is it? D, I, E. You can do that really quickly, or you can be fancy and put a text box in there. There you go. Put your text box in and then type in there. Up to you. Okay? But there are 14 of them. Actually, I'm going to count it as 28 because I'm asking you to do 2 things with each sentence. Give me the actual punctuation and then tell me by indicating with a letter what kind of sentence it is. Questions, problems, issues. Okay, this is due tomorrow. Get to work. Please and thank you. I will stop doing my